All right, welcome back to another BJKU AI Strategist Q&A session. And this is a question that popped up on one of our live webinars. We happened to have this last week. And if you want to come try to find the next one, we try to do one once or twice a week. You can go visit bjkuniversity.com. You'll see somewhere on there a registration page where you can come join us live and I'll teach you this stuff. But let me explain something that popped up. And the question really was, what is the opportunity? How do people actually make money? Because I see a lot of people building chatbots and everything, and they're charging like 50 bucks. How is anybody ever going to make a living doing this? In this little Venn diagram that kind of looks like a Mickey Mouse head, it's one of my favorite little things that I have now. I use this to teach three very important things because an AI business strategist ends up in the middle of these three things. Now, first and foremost, as a consultant, what is a consultant? What do they do? Well, they understand business. They understand the business they're talking to. They understand their problems, their challenges, their bottlenecks, and they also help the business owner or the executive team clarify, hey, what's the goal here? What are we really trying to accomplish? What are we really trying to do? And that's actually really valuable for a business owner because most of the time businesses are stuck in the weeds. They're in the trenches. You've heard the phrase, it's hard to see the forest through the trees. And a consultant does a really good job of just clarifying and asking really good questions. What are we really after here? Now that's valuable, but it's really difficult to make a living these days as a consultant because most businesses, most business owners, most people go to ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini first instead of hiring a high-paid consultant. So in 2026, it's very difficult to make money as a consultant anymore. You've seen the headlines, you've seen the news, the big four consulting firms. If your dream was to go be a consultant, you'd go work for one of these guys and you'd make hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, but they're being laid off by the thousands. That job is disappearing because it's no longer as valuable as it once was. Or even if it is valuable, people don't care. They go to ChatGPT first. Now, the second piece is the marketer. This is the same thing here, same story. Ask me how I know, because I've been a marketer for almost 20 years. What do marketers do? Well, they normally know what customers do, how they behave, how they think. They know how to improve sales messaging to increase conversions. They can create lead systems like advertising campaigns, marketing campaigns, website funnels, all of the things that help a business get business in. That's what a marketer does. But now it's the same story here, isn't it? Because you see marketers are struggling to make money these days because people just go to ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini first. And even if the answer isn't perfect, it's instant. And that's one thing that we all have to swallow that hard pill, right? Because most people, even if they don't have the right answer, they get an answer now. They no longer have to send you and I, if you're a marketer, they no longer have to send you an email at 2 in the morning like, hey, I've got a campaign launching tomorrow and I don't know if it's any good. Can you please take a look at it? They're not going to do that. They're just going to go to ChatGPT and ChatGPT is going to say, of course you're right. You're so smart and beautiful and charismatic and handsome and confident. So anyways, the big challenge here is you're not going to make money as a marketer. Now, this new thing has popped up, right? This AI implementation thing, or what we like to call an AI installer. The challenge here is you are not going to make really good or even great money by being an installer by itself, because installers are a dime a dozen. You go into Upwork, you go into Fiverr, you go into any of these platforms or Facebook or anywhere else, there's always someone willing to do it cheaper than you. Whether they're from a different country where, you know, their cost of living is a lot less or whatever it is. Here in the US, it's very difficult to make a living installing chatbots for 50 bucks a pop or 100 bucks or 500 bucks, even $1,000. It's not enough for us to be able to build a real business off of. So you have to understand, what does an implementer or installer do? Well, they choose the right tools. Yes, of course. They can build automations, they can set up CRMs, and they can do the installations, workflows, chatbots, voice bots, all of these things that we think of as AI. Now, here's the challenge. You're not going to be able to compete with someone on price there, so it's going to be difficult to make a living. Same thing with the consultant or the marketer. And instead of us just like rolling over and giving up, we want to find what's the middle ground. And this is what we call the AI Business Strategist. So when we do these live webinars, I go into detail, like what's the whole business model? What are we actually doing? But it really boils down to three things. You understand the business. You understand what it takes to get sales and grow the business. And now you also have the AI tools in your back pocket to be able to help install, scale, do more rapidly. So I hope this is making sense to you, because if you really are serious about taking this in this AI opportunity that we're all faced with now, and some people call it a crisis, but in every crisis, there's a big opportunity, right? For us, the opportunity is becoming an AI business strategist. And that means you need to become a mixture of a consultant, a marketer, and an installer or implementer. And you're going to have to learn how to do that. So listen, I hope this kind of answers your question about where the opportunity is. How do you make great money with this opportunity, not just good money or like bad money? And I hope that you come join us for our next live workshop where I'll explain this entire thing in detail for you. So until next time, we'll see you.